Over the rolling hills of the French countryside, we discovered a masterpiece that has been forgotten in plain sight. A castle founded in the 13th century on the foundations of a derelict Romanesque church. Throughout its turbulent history, the building served many purposes, from being the residence of high-ranking officials to being the headquarters of the Catholic military order. Due to its design, it acted as the perfect defense against outside attackers. But unfortunately, this proved not to be enough, and the castle got conquered and destroyed in the 16th century, and stayed as a ruin until the 18th. This was when the Sarraile family took over the place. The Sarraile family was no ordinary family. They were immensely wealthy and influential, controlling vast tracts of land and wielding significant power in regional politics. This became their family home for almost 300 years. In 2005, Jean-Louis, the last descendant of the Sarraile family, sadly passed away and left the castle to his wife. She found the place rather large for her to live in alone, so she sold it and moved into a smaller dwelling. After her departure, the castle remained frozen in time, giving us a rare glimpse into the lives of a historic family and an opportunity to document their forgotten history.
I'm proud to announce that this week's video has been sponsored by Babbel. As you know, I travel all over the world to film these abandoned places. And to be able to do that, I need to speak to the local people and connect with them, but also read all the documents inside these places. And they're all in French, and that's where Babbel comes in. Babbel allows me to learn a new language quickly and easily. On travaille avec deux Italiens. I've been using Babbel for quite some time now, and I'm really impressed with its results. It has allowed me to learn conversational French, fluent English and fluent German. 1, 2, 3, bienvenue. With Babbel I've been able to go around and speak in restaurants and in bakeries, but also I've been able to read all the letters inside of these abandoned places that we are filming. This one, for example, says, Monsieur, depuis 8 ans qui vous m'avez fait l'honneur de me confier le mandat de conseiller municipal dans votre commune. Je ne crois pas avoir démérité de votre confiance, pas plus que votre estimé. And this letter is for his re-election as mayor of town. Babbel teaches real-world conversations. The lessons prepare you to have practical conversations about travel, business, relationships and more. But don't just take our word for it. You can experience it yourself with a 20-day risk-free money-back guarantee. The magic? Babbel's proven ability to have you speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. You will be connecting with the locals in no time. In the description, we have provided you with a link for 60% off your Babbel subscription. It's definitely worth a try. I want to thank Babbel so much for sponsoring this week's video, and let's go on to an epic exploration right now. Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I am Leslie and I have another very special episode to show you today from the country of France. As you can see, I'm standing in the winter landscape right now, but I'm also standing in the courtyard of what is believed to be a castle that has been constructed as early as 1500 and has now been abandoned for almost 2 decades. I'm super excited to show you another castle in this wondrous country and take you throughout it all its ins and outs. Let's go on an epic adventure. Let's go. I'm standing here right now in the middle of the courtyard of this castle. Look at this place. Those walls you see over there, they are the earliest walls of this place, 1500s, and they were also used for the business that these people had, that Jean-Louis and his wife had, the Sarraile family. Wow. And over here you can see a newer part of the castle that has been constructed later on, we believe in the 17th, 18th century, but is still completely intact. And this would have been the entrance where everybody came in, all the workers came in to the courtyard of this place. Let's have a look at those cellars, because there's also a couple of cellars left behind here. I don't know if there's anything left of their business, but we can have a look, of course. Let's see. We have to be very careful because it's very slippery and icy today here in France. It's the first snow of the year. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Here something is left behind. These look like racks where bottles could be stacked on top of. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not home in this kind of business and this kind of trade. Oh. Okay. There's a couple more cellars over here. I see one more at the back here. Let's see what we have in this one. Oh, this is a fairly big one, I would say. Maybe to store all the barrels inside. There's even a bicycle of the former owners left behind. And this is one of those early types of folding bicycles, as you can see. This middle part can fold. Very interesting. I really love the arch-shaped design of this cellar. Definitely gives away the age of this place. Very beautiful. Wow, it's such a wondrous landscape today here in France, with the snowfall. Ooh. And here behind us we can even see another structure with a tower above there. But this used to be the church, but it's not connected to the building. This is a separate one, and it's still in use until today. It's not used often, but it's still in use. We have one more cellar down here that I want to check out. And looking from the size of their cellars, I think the operation that they run, the cognac that they made, was a very small operation. Only a couple hundred bottles a year, maybe a couple thousand. Must have been a very fun business to run. We have one artifact left behind here. Oh, this is rat poison. I thought it was like a barrel to store a bottle inside. Okay, let's make our way outside of the courtyard. And now it's time for me to show you the ins and outs of this castle. I really love the pathway that they constructed above here, connecting the two sides of the castle. We will see it inside, it's really spectacular. And also you can see the features that have been added on later. For example, this tower that we have over here, with the stone masonry on the side. Beautiful high tower. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go underneath here. And then you have this small archway leading inside. There's a little patio. There's a lot of tools still left behind from the former owners. You can see that he used to conduct some work outside here, but the castle has taken a hit. It's slowly falling apart, slowly crumbling away. That over there is our doorway into this place, our first entrance point. Really beautiful, and this is that typical Baroque style. Very cool, very thick stone. For me, that's like a medieval vibe inside of a castle. Here we can immediately see a spiraling staircase leading up. But there's also a doorway down here that we have to check out. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. It's dripping water here, but this also used to be a part of the castle that has completely and utterly collapsed. Okay. Let's make our way up this staircase. Over here you can see it's completely made out of wood, but I think it will go over in stone in a second. Yes, wow. This is beautiful. We have another doorway here. This one seems to be locked. Okay. Here is one of the first rooms inside of this place. Wow. Oh, you immediately enter into a bedroom. Yes, there's a bed, a slate bed, over here to the side of this room. Really adore this, very thick wood, mahogany wood I think it is. And then they have these pillows on top of here. Very large blankets and pillows. Because in this part of France, it can get very, very cold. Winter has just started over here. And there's already a lot of snow, a lot of ice. Some sort of a knight or a warrior on top of a horse together with a woman. Oh, and I think there used to be a drape that fell over the bed to give it this like fairy tale look, this very typical French bedroom look. A couple of magazines left behind as well. This one is from 1912, everybody. 1912. And it's directed to Cellars, Monsieur le Marie. Also a stroller, one of those typical strollers, still left in this room. Very beautiful one. I really adore this bedroom. It's like at the end of the castle. It's the last bedroom. A table where they could sit at night, enjoy the things, enjoy some reading. See, there are a couple of novels left here. A tea kettle on top of the table. Wow, and even a purse to this side. It looks like it's been made from one piece of leather, completely made out of leather, probably handcrafted. And unfortunately, this upholstery chair that we have in front of us here is broken, falling apart. But then something in this room really catches my eye. And that's this sink, I think it's sink, bathtub that we have over here. This very typical 18th, 17th century bathtub, where, yeah, my father even told me back in the time that he had taken a bath like this when he was younger, because he came from a rather poorer family, I would say, or a big family, I would say, and he would take a bath in such a bathtub. Wow. Now I'm wondering, is there even electricity in this room? Yes, there is, but probably no plumbing. I really adore it. I cannot stop looking at it. Absolutely amazing. Can still see them sitting inside of here, enjoying a nice bath, perhaps looking through the shutters over here, through the windows. Let's see what we have in the closet. Still blankets and everything is in here. Wow. A vanity here in the corner, but just used as a decoration piece. And then of course also religious artifacts scattering the rooms. Because of course these people were very religious back in the time. Beautiful fireplace, cast iron, really adore it, and then the radio above it. Wow, this one is old. A couple of files, doesn't smell anymore. I always find these magazines inside of these abandoned places. Monsieur le Maire la Commune. Yeah, this is probably from a forefather, because this one is very, very old. Or these magazines are super old. They're from 1913 is this one. And Jean-Louis, the former owner, was only born in 1945. So this might have been his father that the magazine was from. Maybe nobody lived in this bedroom for all that time. A cross behind here. And then a wonderful fireplace with a mirror above it. I really already adored this first bedroom. Normally I don't start with the bedrooms, but I'm really glad that we ended up in the bedroom over here at first, because it's so, so beautiful. Wow. And unfortunately, you also see the decay happening in this room as well, falling apart after only 20 years of abandonment. I want to quickly go a little bit further up that stairway, up that spiraling stairway to the top floor. Look, there's even an old computer screen left behind here. I remember having one of those. Wow, this is cool. There's really cool stairways to just walk, and they seem like they're endless and never stop. Here we have another room opening up, like in the movies, into a pit of rubble. A part of the castle that has probably already collapsed a long time ago. Let's go to the very top of this place. Let's see it over there. Okay, wow, it's literally endless. There's also a little window here. Can look outside for a second. Ah, no, we have come to the end, everybody. Okay, wow. And this opens up into some sort of an attic, I believe. Yeah, an attic space, as you can see, but I'm not gonna walk on it. That's just too dangerous. Whew. Wow. Having seen this already, I'm super excited for the other parts of this place. And you should be as well, because it's gonna be epic. Okay, let's go back down. And now we're gonna go into the walkway that spans between the two parts of the castle that I was just talking about when we were downstairs in the courtyard. Look at this view that we have over here. Isn't it absolutely insane? I really, really adore it. Let's first focus on this side, because there's also some cool things over here, and especially here in the corner. You can see the sled with the skis, those traditional skis that they used out here previously in the early days. We also have some swords that have been left behind here. Some sable swords, very cool. There's also one hanging up here on a hook. Probably very old pieces. It's completely rusted up. Wow, it is incredible that such things are still left behind in these abandoned places. Really beautiful. Okay, let's put it back where we found it. It's a bit difficult to put back, but it used to be like that. All the walls have also been decorated very beautifully. We have a grandfather's clock standing here in the corner. Wonderful craftsmanship on the outside, but no clock piece anymore inside of here. And all the picture frames, all the painting frames, all still hanging on these coat racks here. That's also super interesting to see. I've never seen anybody do it before, but it gives a very unique look to the hallway of this place. Like it's some sort of a place of a mad artist, I must say. Wonderful leather suitcase here. Still a newspaper inside of it. Okay. Always open chests, that's my thing. But this one is completely full of rubble. And then there's some sort of a studying desk over here in the hallway. It must have been wonderful back in the time to sit here, study, do your work, do your accountancy, and have this overview of the courtyard behind you, especially in autumn and in spring when it was completely in bloom. Wow. Wonderful dog statue on top of here. Clem made this. Clem. We haven't seen that name coming by before. And this is a paw of a deer that's laying here. Another letter from 1913, the 16th of February, 1913. Such a long time ago. Here we have some games left behind. Wow. This is like early day ping pong, made in France. Yokari, enfant. Wow. These are all the games that the children used to play with. I really enjoyed this one. It's like, I think it's to throw in and then it falls into the chute with the score that you had. And then if you throw it inside of the frog's mouth, then you would have the high score. Let's see if we put a coin. These are metal coins, pretty heavy. Put one inside the frog's mouth and then it falls in a 1000 point chute. This is so cool, everybody. I've never seen something like this before, but it's probably completely handmade for the people that lived in this house. Wow. One more look at the frog. It's also made out of metal. Not a single piece of plastic has been used in this machine, in this contraption. So many interesting things here in the hallway. We also have this owl standing here on the stand. Wow, it's beautifully made. Gives this place a very unique vibe. A broken painting underneath it. Very royal, somewhere in the backyard of a castle. Wow. I think he's shoe shining or something. A couple more things on this side that I have to show. This water jug. And then the shoes of the former people. I think these are snow boots. They're definitely heavy-duty boots that would use in the winter time to traverse these lands. Upholstery chair, the lion made into the ladder, and the ladder is also shipping up, as you can see, over the years. This might have been the cage from the owl. No, the owl would not be sitting in such a cage, but there was definitely a bird inside of this place at one point. It was probably that pet bird that will be sitting inside of this cage here. Ooh. There's so many children's toys left behind. So far I only know of one child, of a son that I used to have, and unfortunately that son passed away very early in life. That's the only thing I know about the children of this place. Here you can see this was one of the traditional steps that I used to have, or a scooter, I would say. Let's also have a look in the room that's right next to here in the hallway. Very large doors as well that lead into a, I think, completely cluttered up room, what I could see from the side of my eye. Whoa, there's so much stuff inside of this room. Whoa, don't even know where to look. Old computers, furniture that I didn't need anymore, thousands and thousands of books left behind. Children's toys I see over here. But I think one of the most prominent features of this room is by far the fireplace in it. And I think this was some sort of a grand dining room at some point when people still lived here. Wonderfully made out of stone. Absolutely wonderful. Even the upholstery up there. And then these lanterns hanging here in the middle of the room. I can imagine there being a large dining table here inside of this room. That's probably the case. Wow, so many children's toys left behind inside of this castle. Oh, look at the entranceway. Look at the entrance to this room. The woodwork up there. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Very difficult to go through here. Another children's stroller standing here in the middle of the pathway. But probably I haven't talked about this yet, but I'm gonna talk about it right now. Since 2005 that the place's been abandoned, no maintenance has been done anymore on this section, and as you can see, it has completely collapsed and has created a hole in the ceiling. It's dripping inside, leaking inside. Snow has been covering that area. This book shouldn't be here. It's gonna be destroyed soon. It's already destroyed. There's no saving it anymore. This wonderful upholstery chair standing here. So sad to see that this is crumbling like that. Even more picture frames over here on the walls. And I'm wondering about what we have behind here. It's like an holster for something. I don't think it's for a sword, but I'm not sure what for. Okay, everybody. This was the hallway. Now it's time to go into the other section of the castle. Absolutely crazy, this roof. You can literally look into the sky. Okay, let's say this hallway goodbye. And let's turn around to the other section of this place, because here we come into the main part of this castle. The main hallways, the main corridors. This one piques my interest. I love the upholstery on it. So this is the one that we're gonna use, that we're gonna see first. Really beautiful. A very small doorway leading further into another magnificent bedroom. Absolutely wonderful. And this looks like it's the master bedroom of this place. Like literally where the owners of these people, of this castle, slept. Wow. Oh my. And even here, like the paint of the ceiling is dripping off. It's falling apart. The first prominent thing in this room is definitely the closet. Really beautiful one. And all the clothes of the owners are still inside of it. As you can see, these are the clothes of the woman that lived here. She was the last one living in this place, but she moved out because she didn't want to live in such a big place alone after her husband, Jean-Louis, passed away. As you can see, some of her clothes she didn't take with her. She left them all behind. What happened to her, or why the children don't want this place anymore, is completely unknown to us. Here you have again a wonderful bed, as you can see, with very thick blankets. Very thick pillows and blankets on top of it. Wow. Carved wood at the end. Very prominent. This is where they slept, but it seems like a one-person bed. But beds in France are in general very small, so this could have also been a two-person bed that we are seeing here. In the corner of this room, we also have an enormous vault, as you can see, and this one is made in Paris. The emblem, oh, it's very stuck, but you can see over here it says made in Paris. Very old piece from 1800, I think. No, that's just the street where it's made. Here are the keyholes where it would open up. Some display pieces on top of it, and even the trophy to this side. 1972, it says on there. I'm very, very much wondering what would be left inside such a large safe. Whenever we come across safes, they are mostly closed. And we don't get to look inside of its contents. A vanity left here to this side with a wonderful chair in front of it. Water jug, some upholstery, small paintings on the wall. I see a small doorway here and it literally draws me inside because it has the stone wall at the end. Really curious to see where this leads to, probably like to the bathroom or something. Oh my gosh, everybody, look at this. No way. This was the toilet for this bedroom. We have such an extravagant bedroom, and then you have a toilet with literally a hole. I'm not gonna open it up because I think some people might have used it, but it's a very strange sight. It's really cool. I cannot even turn in here. That's how small it is. Okay, wow, that was cool to see. See what we have to this side of the bedroom. Another hand-sketched painting. Some French, noble Frenchmen riding the countryside. Two stoves inside of this room. As I told you before, it gets very, very cold in this part of the world, and they definitely needed it. Gold painted or gold plattered mirror above the fireplace here. Wow. I adore these pink upholstery chairs as well. And then we get a very, very large library in front of us with hundreds of books inside of it, probably to digest before bed for the owners of the place. and a small chair, a big upholstery chair underneath this canvas here, where they could sit, enjoy the book that they were reading. And also I can see a small hookah here, a small water pipe. Wow, maybe they love to smoke this as well. Like reading a book, smoking a hookah over here, and just enjoying the evening, maybe with a nice cognac that they distilled themselves. Must have been a very nice thing to do before bed. And then these pink curtains as well, dividing that space off. Ah, such a lovely place. I also have this closet to this side, still completely filled with all the clothes of these people. Wow. Okay. Nice room. Really liked it. It's one of the better rooms that I've ever seen. Okay. And I can see through this very, very small doorway that we have over here, we can go into the next bedroom of this place. Let me turn around the camera so you can see me going through there. Just let's give you a perspective of me standing next to it. Back in those times, in the 1700s, the people were of course very, very small, and they might have fit through here in those periods. They might have been this size. But this also leads, to my opinion, I think, into a bedroom. And this was not like the main door. It was like the emergency door that would lead into the next room. This was definitely one of the children's bedrooms, as you can see. Let's turn around. Let me show you this bedroom. It's completely made out of very light colors, whites and pinks, and this seems like, looking from the design of it, that this might have been like the daughter's room. I haven't found any clues yet of the daughters, of a daughter, but you can see there are also these ballerinas left behind, and these dolls that we have over here. A gramophone made. Wow, that's also beautiful. Really love the flowers. Okay, I think we can close this one up. And then you have like a hidden doorway over here that leads to the next bedroom on that side. Beautiful things. Praying chairs. M. de Miansac. So 2 praying chairs standing on each side. And all these small knickknacks above there. Wow. Okay, let's go back to this side. I think she also made this herself. It's like a broderie or something of a house. Doesn't represent this castle, of course. I also love all the large, enormously large pillows, overly sized pillows that we have on all these beds throughout the house. And also these ballerinas, these shoes, still left here, made in France and Paris. Wow. Let's see what we have in this closet. Again, still filled with all the bed linen. Soyons cretis tout et familier. Familie, sorry, means something with family. And then we can go further through here into another bedroom that's directly behind this one. Let's see. Wow. Wow, this is an absolutely cool bedroom with 2 beds, probably for 2 more children. As I can count so far, there must have at least been already 4 children that lived in this place. Maybe also grandchildren and other family members, but there's definitely more than 1 son to this family. Even an animal skin or a rock, an animal rock lying here on top of the bed. Both also still made. He had a bookcase next to it, a library next to it. All his favorite books, his or her favorite books, still left in there. Wow, beautiful. This looks like a Chinese face or something, and then these dragon eggs. Everything is still filled to the brim with stuff. Oh, I love this as well. They have these small tags on there, and this says, for example, decoration for Christmas. And he says clothes, tissues. Wow. They stored all their stuff over there. I can wander through these rooms for days, looking at all the stuff inside of them. Small nightstand here with a marble top. Another bed to this side. Here we have a library again, stowed with books. Amarok, Bernard Cleval. And these are small souvenirs, seemingly from places in France that I might have visited over the years, and brought these souvenirs back. Let's see if we can get it in focus. It's a church somewhere, or a cathedral somewhere in France. Wow. Christmas globe that doesn't function anymore. These are dried up plants, and they have been framed over here. Lucky Luke and Daisy Town. Wonderful comic. This is a French comic, if I'm not mistaken, right? Comic lovers, please tell me, because I know Belgium has a lot of comics. We have Tintin and the Smurfs and stuff like that, but France has Lucky Luke, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, look at these toy trains that are standing here on top of the fireplace. Wow, all the toys that children used to play with. Oh my. And then the fireplace itself, a wonderful ceramic fireplace again, with the hanging mirror above it. All the toys are still neatly stacked out throughout the rooms. You can really get a sense of the children that lived in this place, that played in this place. That toy trains made out of tin still left here. This was a very famous toy back in those days. I don't know the name for it, I never played with it, but my parents once showed it to me. And all the toys back then were all made out of metal and out of tin instead out of plastic, like we see it nowadays. I just talked about the Smurfs a second ago, that they were from my country, from Belgium, and here you can see them, little music box from the Smurfs. Wow. Here we have a little display with all these piggy banks, all these pigs. See, they are all piggy banks. Very interesting. There are definitely collectors of anything regarding a pig for some reason. Neuf no, le grand marchand look. Really cool to see. Wow. Let's give you one overview. Completely covered in spider webs by now. And then they also had this sitting area over here for the children. They could just enjoy, maybe read a comic, have their own space a little bit. Some coral and shells they collected at the beach. Very fancy ones, I must say. And then it seems like there also slept a child inside of this room, or a baby maybe even. This is a baby's crib that's been set up here in this room. A very cool one, I love the woodwork on it. Very neat design. I've never seen a baby crib like this before. And all the perfume bottles, all underneath here. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All the books and stones. What a room, everybody. One last overview of this one before we go further throughout this magnificent place. From the white room, we are back in the hallway of the place. I cannot open it anymore, it's completely stuck. Here also, I love the design that they made with the stone masonry around it, and then it's literally peeling off, the wallpaper is peeling off. Then we can go further to the right. Here we have a stairway leading up, and also one leading down. But there's also one more room behind here. Oh, this was the bathroom. And you can definitely see that this place has been added on later. We saw that beautiful bathtub in the first room that we visited, but here is a little bit more modern, And probably also a normal toilet, as you can see at the end here. A boiler above it. Yeah. Beautiful. And even that toothbrushes and everything are still left up here. Colgate. Total. Wonderful drawing of one of the children. Is there a name written on it? Cannot see anything. Okay. It's time, everybody. Let's first go downstairs, and then later we will come back and show you the upstairs. But I think I want to go to the living spaces first. A wooden staircase on this side. No stone or anything, just a complete wooden staircase. Ooh, we see all these pots already over here. Oh my gosh. This section of the house is a total mess. There's so many things in here. It seems like it also used to be some sort of a place for the children. You can see all their posters on the walls, all their toys stacked throughout here. Very interesting. And all the dolls of the little girl that lived here are also hanging here from the fireplace. Yeah, definitely multiple children that lived here. Wow, it's beautiful. Even the last ashes are still in this fireplace. I'm in awe why this room is like this, why it's stacked to the brim with stuff. But this you see, like when places get abandoned, before they get abandoned, people start to hoard a lot. And I don't have a theory for it yet, but I'm still trying to figure out why people do this. It's like a little side room also filled with all the toys of the children, all the comic books. Wow. And here we see underneath the staircase even more of those comic books that have been left behind. Wonderful room. Also all these computers stacked throughout it, they remind me of my childhood when my father got me my first computer when I was 6 years old, and I loved it so much, and I studied software engineering and everything. Afterwards I really adore that when when I see those in abandoned places, that reminds me of my childhood. I'll give you one more look at all the dolls that have been stacked on top of here before we go further. Wow, another amazing poster. Oh, this seems like a very cool room that we are entering into. Oh my gosh, isn't it absolutely amazing? The arch spanning across the ceiling over here. This is those typical medieval rooms that I was talking about. And what this castle reminds me of. This really reminds me of those medieval castles. The one I filmed in Italy, for example. I will link it up here. I uploaded it like a long time ago. I'll link it up here. This was a castle for 950. This was a true medieval castle. Definitely check it out. But this one definitely reminds me of that one. A tapestry, beautiful painting worked into a tapestry standing here. And then a display cabinet, still completely filled with all these shot glasses. Presumably because they were cognac distillers, they also needed a lot of glasses to let people taste all the beautiful refined cognacs in. Wow, these are amazing. Probably also all made from crystal. Beautiful. Now we have a chest over here with chess on top of it. I love the horn that we have lying to here. I've been recently in Iceland, and it really reminds me of my time in that wonderful country. I'm not going to open this chest. Its insides are going to be a mystery forever for us. There's also in the corner of this room, really beautifully in the corner of this room, this piano over here, where the owners of the place presumably used to play some tunes back in the time. Still plays, as you can see. Gaveau, Paris, is made in Paris. Look at this. It's presumably a picture of the former owners of this place. They look wonderful, so chic, so classy. See if I can put it back nicely. Yes, I can. And then here we have another picture. And these are maybe the children. We see 5 people on this picture, 1 down below there. So they might have 5 children. It's like linking up with the amount of bedrooms that we have already seen in this place. Wonderful, wonderful piano. And this is like more like a sitting room, just an enjoying room, maybe to drink something, to enjoy each other's company, to talk about the days that they had. Copper chandelier hanging here in the middle of the room. And then we have the fireplace with the mirror that spans all the way to the ceiling. I think this one has been made especially for this room. Wow, beautiful marble fireplace underneath it. The checkers board pattern. And Maria and Joseph to either side of it. Here we have another little desk, completely filled. All kinds of things. Escargot. Wow. Beautiful. A little footrest as well, here in front. Let's see the next room that we have right behind here. Ah, look everybody. This used to be dining room of this space. This is again a very beautiful room inside of this house. One of the most beautiful, I would say. Like here, all the business would be conducted. The customers came here to taste the cognac and enjoy the company of the former owners, and all the children together with the parents would be sitting here. Like we said before, 5 children, 2 parents, 7 in total. Could be true because there are 8 chairs around the table. And this table can also be expanded into a bigger one. Really adore the upholstery chairs that we have around this piece. Look above here, a wonderful chandelier. This crown molding, this beautiful brown crown molding at the top of it. Absolutely amazing. Here at the end of the room, again, there is a lot of rubble and I'm not sure why that is. Upholstery chairs in the corner. And look at this enormous cabinet that we have standing over here. Literally the size of this room. This room is double my height. With all these wonderful plates, these designed plates, still inside of it. Salt and pepper and all the glasses, probably to pour their distilled cognacs to their guests and let them enjoy the things they made. I want to pull out one of these to see at the back. This is made in Bavaria, Germany. Wow. Definitely lovers of art as well. Lots of letters and booklets still left here. This is a leather cover for a booklet. Amazing. Let's see if I can open it up. Oh, there's even still some gems inside of here. Wow. All the glasses as well at the top. An upholstery chair standing here in the corner of the room. Really beautiful one. Absolutely amazing. You can see the flower work, the wallpaper with the flowers, but also some mold forming here in the corner. It's very sad to see that places like this get devoured in every single corner of the place. Look at this fireplace. The mirror above there spanning the whole section of the wall. The dried up plants underneath it, giving it character, making it what the room is. And then this wonderful French marble fireplace underneath there. Beautiful colors, beautiful nerves as well in here. Wow, and then even this tile I really enjoy as well. You don't see this often in France. Cool, and even the last ashes are still in there. Okay, I really adore this fireplace that we have in this room. Let's see what we have to this side. It's a little stand with some artifacts and some beautiful handmade things on top of it. You can see this one is made by Pau. It's made by Reese. This one even has a small church on it and a road. See if I can bring it into focus. It's beautiful though. Wow. It's also hand carved. I think all of them that we have here are completely hand carved. Wow. What's this that we have down here? Oh, I think it's some sort of a candle, but it's also engraved and carved. And then they also had like this bench, this upholstered bench here to the side with some paintings on top of it. I love the last one we have over here. This young man holding one of those swords in his hand that we saw upstairs. Grand shutters, this mesh, this beautiful mesh curtain in front of it. And then another cabinet standing here in the corner of the room. Everything still standing here. Wow. There in the room, corner of the room, we have another painting of a bunny or something that has been slaughtered and laying. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, let's open up these huge doors. See, these doorways even have ST engraved in it. Don't know what that means, but here you come into an entrance hall of this place. Wow, the statue that's looking at me here in front of it is absolutely amazing. It's probably completely made out of wood. You can see it has chipped off a little bit over the years. Holding like a little scepter. Beautiful, beautiful statue. Probably something religious. Let me just give you an overview of this hallway. This is where the people came in. This is where they were greeted inside of the household. I think this is like a little washing basin where you could wash your hands before you came into the house. It's completely covered in spider webs by now. Wow. Okay. Wonderful. I cannot stop looking at this statue that we have standing over here in the corner. It's so, so beautiful, to my opinion. Lots of tools also left behind, very traditional tools, I would say. Coffee grinder. And this is something that's been welded up. It's also pretty heavy. Some sort of an artwork of a guy blowing a trumpet. Beautiful. And let's see this last room. I'm gonna first give you a view from this side of the hallway. This will give you a sense of the doorway that's behind there. Beautiful place. Now let's see this last room that we have on this downstairs level here. Oh my gosh, the amount of clutter that's inside of here. But this used to be the kitchen of the house, where the food was cooked, where the bellies were filled. All these small notes on here, names and things they should remind themselves of, still on there. A big couch over there in the corner, all the clothes. And here you can see all more modern things throughout it. Wow. Oh, this is beautiful. Here we have the fridge with some drawings of the children still on there. That's so cute, I must say. The corps au cirque. Wow, the children all made this for their parents and grandparents. Even a couple of things still left in there. It's a pretty cool kitchen, I would say. All the kitchen utensils and all the dishes are still left over there. What I always see is that you have the drying rack here and the people that washed their last dishes and never even got to put them away. These were the last things that these people ate with. Wow. Then a grand, grand fireplace in the middle of this room here, where all the food was cooked on. Oh, and something grabs my attention. Here again we can see SB carved into the fireplace. I'm not sure what that means though. I have absolutely no clue. It might have been the former initials or something from this family. See how black it became over the years from continuously cooking inside of here. Sel, that's salt, coffee, tea, poivre, pepper, spices. All the spices still on top of here, completely covered in a layer of grime and dust. And all the wood as well over here to light up this fireplace with. Absolutely amazing. A traditional scale in the corner. Sucre. So much things. And this used to be also a table where the family used to have dinner together back in the time. Okay. Lovely, lovely kitchen. We have one last section of this castle still to see. Remember when I told you that I would take the stairway downstairs first? Now we are back into this hallway and we're going to take the stairway up to the last part, to the upper floors. But you have to look over there. Literally the piece is falling out, so it's pretty dangerous going up here. Let's do it very carefully and let's see what's left behind on those upper floors of this place. Oh my gosh, literally the window is falling out and the piece over here is completely broken. Okay, let's step over here. Yes, we made it to the top floor of this castle. Okay, let's see. We have one more room here to the left. Oh my gosh, everybody, this is yet another bedroom inside of this place with 2 more slate beds for presumably the children that lived here, or maybe guests that came by. We now saw that there were 5 children in this family, but this is already the 6th and the 7th bed, or the 8th bed already. I'm not 100% sure how much we saw already, but I think the 7th bed. Wonderful mahogany wood slate beds, still made as you can see. And I love that these 2 beds are right next to the fireplace. It must have been very cozy when you were sleeping here and the fire would be here burning away, making sounds. Must have been very peaceful for the children that slept in these rooms. Lots of knickknacks and ornaments. On top of here, even a candle that has been half burned. Wow. Tapestry on the wall. And a lot of flower designs also in this room. On the wallpaper, on the picture frames. The bed still made over here. Wow, look at this. Dried up flowers. Okay, what's this over here? We've got a little piece of cloth that looks like some sort of a neck collar, but I'm not sure exactly 100%. It looks like you would wear it, but does anybody in the comment section have a clue what this is? And these are also very special. These are collectible, and I only know the Dutch word for them. It's like vingerdopjes, but in English I have no clue what the name for it is. They are like little things that you put on your fingers, but they have like hundreds and hundreds of these, all laying still here. Some of them are very, very valuable. Wow, they're all made of porcelain. Little child sitting here in a high chair. The doll sitting in a high chair. Wonderful. Look everybody, this bedroom even has a little small bed in the corner of the room. A little small slate bed standing here with the dolls of the children still inside of it. This is so incredibly cute. And I love that they made this high quality toys for the children back in those days. Nowadays all the toys are made out of plastic and are thrown away. This one lasts for hundreds of years. Really adore it. The blue curtains next to it. Wow. And inside of this room, there's also one of those baby cribs. Even more of those things to put on your fingers. Let's have a look at them. Bob starch, something English, the Falkland Islands. Oh, these are from all over the world. And they also have them in copper over here. Wow. That's beautiful. Paul Favé painted this, and it looks like a landscape that we have around the house. Okay, there's one more room behind here. Wow, this is also a really beautiful bedroom. Look at this thick bed sheets that we have over here, the pillows, the bed sheets, everything. Amazing. They have the alphabet here on the wall, embroidered. Another one over here. And this one has the letter C embroidered in it. So many letters embroidered. Wow. And here, everybody, we have a drawing of the castle that we are visiting today. Amazing. Have a look at this wonderful slate bed here in the corner of the room. With a very small crystallier chandelier above it. And then back here in the room, they also had a toilet and a little washing basin. And even this privacy screen and everything. Wow. A little stand with a water jug. And I think somebody turned 22 inside of the castle. And a little poster with all the perfumes. Wow. Amazing place, amazing room. Let's see if there's something else up here that's of interest. See even more of those children playing blocks left behind. And I think I see a picture over here of a dog running through a field. Wow, this seems like a very interesting drawer. The handwritten notes and everything. Let's see this one. It's signed very beautifully. I have all calculations on this side. So many things left in here. Oh wow. A picture of flowers. And here we got a family picture, everybody. Look at this. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, lots of chairs as well here in the hallway. And I think we come into another bedroom. Oh, look at these beautiful high heels that we have over here, these boots. Wow, they're amazing. Oh my, there's a very fancy bedroom up here. Look at this. Jeez. With a grand fireplace as well in this one. A stove underneath it, a marble stove. Ashes still inside of it. The newspapers still lying on top of it. December 1958, this one is from. The wallpaper peeling off the fireplace. And I think we got pictures of their forefathers hanging here on the wall. Wow. This one's from 1885, everybody. That's absolutely crazy. And this one is one of my favorite colors of the bed, with the bed sheet here. The paint has fallen from the ceiling and has drizzled over the bed over here. I think these are one of the oldest bedrooms inside of the house. Probably haven't been used in forever. eau de dentifrice. Does smell still a little bit. And here we have a little sort of box, a glass display box to put some jewelry inside that came from Dijon, a city in France. Beautiful pictures of their forefathers, a clock face above it, Aradour, wonderful, inlaid with these mosaic pieces. And I really, really, really adore this painting that we have over here. It's like a dark style painting, and it depicts an old French landscape or an old French meeting of people, I think. They're standing in front of a building there. Wonderful. Let's also have a look at the pictures and things on this side. This is something very common they would do. They would put a picture of their forefathers on either side, from their mother and their father. Wow. Here we got another one. This man is from 1899. This was painted or drawn. Here we got another wonderful depiction. Looks like a nobleman or something. Maybe a forefather of this family. Okay, there's a couple more things. This room, here on this side, we got another bed that's raised up even higher. Does anybody actually have a clue why they would use so many mattresses back then in those time periods? Like sometimes there are 3-4 mattresses stacked on top of each other. Would it be more comfortable or something? I don't seem that this is very comfortable. Would only make it more difficult to get inside of the bed, in my opinion. To lower class workers in old times of France, plowing the lands, harvesting potatoes, as you can see. Wonderful. And then they also had a large cabinet, large closet inside of this room, still filled with everything you would expect. Old thing maybe made by the children. And a hanging mirror here on the wall. I love the lions that are carved on top of it. Wow. Très bien. Beautiful. And I think this was one of the boxes where these hats, they came in here. They're made by this company in Paris in 1889. Wow. One big overview of this room. Then we're gonna see if we can even go higher inside of this castle. I noticed that there was another stairway behind here that leads up even higher inside of this place. But I think we have to be very, very careful because certain parts of this castle are rotting away. Where are we entering into right now? Oh my, it seems very unstable. I'm always crazy to go up here. There's even another section to this side. It seems pretty interesting. Okay. This one doesn't seem so interesting to my opinion. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe we have like, oh, this is so dangerous what I'm doing. As long as it doesn't break or I don't hear cracking, it should be okay. This section seems sturdy. I'm not sure. Don't know. Here we're coming to the tower of the castle, I think. Yeah, this seems to be the tower of this place. Up there is like a bird nest. And you can also see outside. I don't know if it's safe to walk on here though. It feels pretty sturdy to my opinion. Ooh, look at all the bird's nests inside of there. Okay, there's no point in me going any further because there's nothing else to see up here. Let's make our way back downstairs. filming this abandoned place. I always adored going through these historical abandoned castles. It's for me like walking through a museum, but then completely for myself, and of course also for you, because we take you with you. The Sarriale family that lived here, we figured out that they were probably with 7, Jean-Pierre, Jean-Louis, the man, we don't know the woman's name unfortunately, but it was such a beautiful place to wander through and to show you all the things. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write a nice comment in the comment section. There's also a link in the description to Patreon, there you can support the channel and help us travel around the world and film these amazing places. Thank you all, and see you next week in another epic episode.